Hello, Missourians, misery people. I'm never gonna know what to do with that one. It is Misery Monday the 9th, which is kind of wild. Because we're nearly done with the deck. I mean, we're not, I guess, because there's two whole suits to get through, so that'll be a whole month of updates. That's life, baby. What is our actual timeline? Help. Help my whole brain, everyone. I'm done. Is it this one? Haha. We'll be done looking at blood on the 10th of March, which means, yeah, a month from today, we will have seen the whole deck, the front of the deck, anyways. You won't have seen the back or the reading cloth or the other things. The Oracle dice set, that's on the 31st of March. So maybe there is a little bit of time still ahead of us, but that's okay. That's life. That's life. I was sick like all of last week as of not last Friday, but the Friday before that I got sick, and then the last weekend, not the one we just had, but the one before it, I was like bedridden and dying. I think I posted about that a little bit on Monday, but it kind of just persisted all week in different ways, and I was tired. Now I feel pretty good. I still get dizzy pretty easily, but otherwise I'm good. Also, I'm sorry, I'm really tired right now. I woke up at 10 a.m., but I didn't get to sleep until 6 a.m. because from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m., I just couldn't stop thinking through the last parts of my collectible card games that I've been working on and off for 2 years. I don't know why, but once I start thinking about a project in bed, it can't end. It just doesn't end. I just sit there and stare at the ceiling and plan out the rest of things. So, very tired. If you want to know more about what I thought about with those card games, go look at the Patreon and pledge $1 a month to read my Whip Wednesdays, my work in progress Wednesday posts. This week I'll talk about those games, since apparently that's what I spent my night thinking about. Like, I don't have enough things going on. So, actually related to the Misery Tarot, now that we're 3 minutes into this video, Enoch has been kicking it into gear. We actually, by the end of today or tomorrow, I think we'll be done with the Suit of Rust, which is awesome. And then we'll be working on the Suit of Blood yet this week. Unless Enoch does take some of this week off, because actually, to be fair, this is Enoch's birthday week. Enoch didn't tell me what day, but I am going to assume the whole week, because that's all the information I was given. So I'm going to say happy birthday to Enoch, but also I may or may not release a creature on Enoch to keep Enoch focused on the tarot instead of having a birthday. I believe the exact words that I gave Enoch in relation to a birthday was, oh, for your birthday, I give you 100 years of rest, parentheses, but you have to make it happen in 1 hour. So that's what Enoch gets for birthday. Uh, Also, now is a great time. If any of you are like tarot influencers or YouTubers or whatever, or if you have favorite tarot YouTubers or influencers, etc., please start letting me know, because I want to get an early print of this deck made in the next few weeks, and I want to send some early prints to people to like share on their socials so that we can get some more pre-orders, and so we can get um I don't know, just people excited about it. It'll be exciting to have it in hand. Maybe I'll do some kind of raffle where someone among you gets it based on comments on updates or something. I don't know. I promise I'm really smart. Promise. Super, super smart. Yeah. What am I supposed to be doing? Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Okay. You're seeing the rest of nails. The rest of nails. This is the final 5 cards of the Suit of Nails. which means that if you go to our campaign story now, you will actually be able to see a full spread of the entire House of Nails, which comes after the House of Rot, which feels so weird because we went a little backwards, but that's okay. We're allowed to be backwards people. So I am actually clicking through right now to be like, bam, suit of nail. Wait, what happened? Oh, there it is. Whew. Bam, now it's on the campaign page, like I just promised it would be. Okay, so let's check them out. These are the final 5 cards of the suit. The 5 of all the houses is the excess. It's where the suit goes too far. As a suit about the upward turn and basically having hope, this is the over hope. It's very literal. This is when things start to look better, and so you kind of enter this manic hope phase where you think that anything is possible, and you should just make plans to do everything and fix your entire life and fix your relationship with this person and that person and also get a job and get this. And um, it's easy to fall into that trap of just beginning to think that you can do everything. But it's like, no, 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 make reasonable plans. You're like stepping back into your life after working through grief or trauma or difficulty or struggle. You have to accept that this will take step by step. It's a slow build. That's okay. The 6 of each house is the ecstasy. In our particular case, it is the making. The great ecstasy of hope and an upward turn is having the tools to make anything for yourself. That's the, I think, most beautiful thing about this suit is that the ecstasy, the extreme joy of it is just like realizing that there is hope at all. Being able to use your 6 little nails to make a simple ramshackle shelter that keeps you safe from the rain so that you can rest in comfort. And that's like everything. It's like a balm for your heart. And that's lovely. You're finally free to heal and grow. And that's beautiful. The 7 of each suit is the finale, and in nails, we are looking at the planning. Each of the 7s is usually like two-sided. There's like the version where you have chosen to stay in this house and not learn an ultimate lesson and like what becomes of you because of it. And then there's the other side, which is where you learn from the house to move through it. I would say that this card is really only the second half of that. The planning is not the over planning, because that's really what the denizen of this house is. For this suit, the suit of hope of nails, it is like entirely a positive. It's you are making the roadmap to success and to change and to grow again. And it's good. And it goes piece by piece, step by step. It's beautiful, lovely. We love it. The finale is wonderful here. We made a roadmap on where to go. The denizen here, the creature that lives here and has not moved through, is the precise fool. The precise fool is exactly what I was just saying is not what the 7 is about. Um, the precise fool is someone who has decided to plan in stone the rest of their life, make star maps, and perfectly plot out everything that'll happen and when they'll be happy and when they'll be sad. And that kind of planning, that kind of an upward turn in hope is so folly. You can't make your entire life's plans in stone, because by the time you get to your next step, you might not even want to keep going on that direction anymore. It's the important reminder that you need to make goals and dreams that are bullet points, and then you work towards them in your life, but then you change them when they no longer fit. You don't need to be the perfectly precise fool. There's already a creature out there doing that for you, and it's garbage. It's not living a good life. Then, of course, we have the ruler of the suit. This is the suit of hope, okay? This is not a suit where the ruler is like a horrific boss who's going to kill you. Um, and that's a really important thing to understand. The guiltless queen is someone who has chosen to live perpetually in the state of hope and views it as a blank slate. Now that she has worked through her difficulties and traumas, she thinks that she is guiltless and flawless. But in the shadow, you can still see there's a nail in the back of her head, and her form is monstrous. Um, What she offers you is still a tool to go on ahead into your future. Accept the tool, but don't stay with her and don't believe her that you're guiltless and faultless. So often, when we experience difficulty, trauma, suffering, we take in pieces of it, and then that's something we can inflict on others. And such an important part of the suit of nails is recognizing and pinpointing the precision of like where things are still a little rotten and things you might need to work on and heal. And the guiltless queen refuses to recognize that is only in the moment of perpetual hope and goodness. Uh, so yeah, accept her gift. This can be a literal person in your life who gives you advice. Accept the advice. Do not live the life that they have planned for you, have told you that you need to do. Continue on your own. It's your turn now. Go make your future. Okay. This is really exciting. This was the upward turn of the deck. This is when we saw stark reality of life in gray, which seems like it's sad and depressing, but it's like no, it's like we escaped the hyper colors of the other houses that were extreme and deep in your trauma, and now we're in like reality and seeing it for what it is again. Stepping out of that onto the next step of the path is returning to the real world and seeing like all the rusted elements that have fallen to decay because we did not keep them, we didn't take care of them in our deep depression or difficulties. So now we have to recognize what is still here, what are the bones of what is left, and how do we want to fix it. So, as I already said, we're almost done with this suit already, actually. So you can check out the Temple Factory here, the House of Rust. And yeah, that's it for this week. Otherwise, I relaunched the Goblin's Journey, which is the enamel pin and plushie project, just without the Eat a Bag. The Eat a Bag was going to make it impossible for us to fund. So I was like, we don't need to let it die slowly. We'll just relaunch. So if you want to get cute enamel pins and a plushie and stuff, go ahead and click through that image and go grab some. Otherwise, thank you. Have a great week. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. And also, apparently, go Birds. I know nothing about sport, but all of my friends are so excited about Go Bird. So I'm also say Go Bird. Good for them. All right. Ta-ta.